Hi guys, and welcome back to my house. Today's video is part of my quick tip series. In today's video, I wanted to talk to you about the importance of having flashlights around your home in case of emergencies. And by flashlights, I mean plural flashlights. You should definitely have more than one, and you should definitely keep up with whether or not their batteries are charged and whether you have enough for the amount of people in your home and whether you have enough for the amount of rooms in your home. One of my favorite ways to remember to check the batteries are to use an app, a reminder app. And I just set it for every 6 months and it tells me to check the batteries, my smoke detectors, do I have enough candles? Another tip is to put your flashlights not only in every room, but easily accessible in every room, like somewhere that you're going to be able to find them in the dark. Like I put mine in my living room underneath my couch next to the foot of the couch, so that way I can just follow the couch along, find the foot, and then find the flashlight. Another way to do this is in drawers. If you put them in the corners of a drawer, like in my nightstand, I just drop it into the corner, so all I have to do is find my nightstand and find the corner. One of my favorite flashlights is this one that it's for emergencies, and it basically, you plug it into the wall. We keep it in a central location in the middle of our home, but you plug it in the wall, and if you flip on the switch, whenever the power is out, the light comes on, and you can set it to either have just a light or have it a light and an alarm, and the alarm will wake you up if you're sleeping or something like that to let you know, hey, the power is out, if you need to take some kind of action. If you put it in a central location like a hallway or something, even if the power goes out, your kids are going to be okay. They're going to see the light and they're going to be comforted, and they're not going to be as worried as they could be if they didn't know that they could get somewhere, if they weren't able to see how to get to mom's room. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how kids, they get scared of the dark. They just are. So once the power goes out, the light comes on, and then you're capable of just taking the flashlight out of the wall and it stays on. And if you have it set for the alarm and the light, then you can just switch it over to just the light so that you don't have to hear the alarm once you've been alerted to what's going on. And so that's one of the reasons I like it. And you can just take it with you until the battery dies. And they lasted, from what I remember, we've used them for hours before. I don't think I've ever used it all the way out before, but and that's just useful. And it's easy to set on a table, to have the light up or next to a mirror or something like that, or just even if they're just stuck in the wall in a hallway, it's already perfectly positioned to allow light for somebody moving from one end of a hallway to another. This thing saved me from being late to work I don't know how many times because the power went out, and I used to use one of the alarm systems that are, you know, on your dresser drawer. Even though I don't do that now, I just use my phone, but they will help if you still use an alarm on your dresser, but or on your end table, should I say. If you are putting flashlights in a home for an elderly loved one, you definitely want to go overboard rather than less board. I know it sounds like a pain in the butt, but it's important, especially because they are the highest at risk for getting hurt in a situation like a power outage. Another thing that I totally recommend if you're taking care of somebody who is elderly or disabled and can't get up and function, or can't actually get up and do something for themselves, is that having a flashlight when the power goes out that's already there and set up for them can take away a big amount of stress. You may not think that your adult grandpa or mother or whatever is going to be afraid of the dark. They may not be afraid of the dark, but knowing that they can't do anything about being in the dark is still scary. It's still a stressful situation. You, as a loving family member or friend, is going to want to make sure that they aren't scared when they don't have to be. This thing is awesome if you have a family member on life support and the alarm on the machine for the life support is too far away from where you sleep to hear it. And so having one of these in my bedroom allowed me to automatically wake up and hear that I needed to take action. Sometimes when the power goes out and you're sleeping, you don't know that the power went out because you're sleeping. When my mom was on life support and the power would go out, you literally had just a few minutes to change her over from the electric like the plug-in version of her life support to the tank version of her life support. Even though it only took 5 seconds to walk from my bedroom to my mother's bedroom when the power went out, you know, being able to call out to my mom to tell her, hey, I'm on my way, Mom, you know, don't worry. That's just a few seconds less of stress and anxiety and worry and fear for my mom, because she knew somebody was coming to help her. And that is such a relief to somebody who can't help themselves. So just that few seconds, it was worth every single penny that these are. And they're not a lot of money, they're just a couple of bucks. So it's so worth buying these and putting them in several rooms in your house, especially if you have somebody who can't get up and turn on a light for themselves, or who may not be able to call out for help. Right. The only thing that I complained about is that if you're going to put them in your bedroom, is that there's a light on them that lets you know they work. I put some fingernail polish over the light because it was just too bright. It bugged me to let you know that it was on, but it worked. One of the other things that I used to do, if you don't want to go out and buy these or you can't afford to buy one, is that you can take a string and a carabiner hook or something that you can tie onto their hospital bed if it's safe for them to have something like that. But before I had these, this is what we did. We bought flashlights that had strings on them, and we attached carabiner hooks to them and attached those to the beds, so that my mom was always able to have a flashlight available to her when a power outage went out.
Well, I hope you found something in this video useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please hit that subscribe button. And would you do me a favor and hit that share button with all of your friends and family? Well, thanks for stopping by my house. I'll see you next time.